All right, my people, welcome once again to D and Z TV, and we are here to give you up-to-date information of what's happening at the palace of the Ooni of Ife. Just as you all know, we are still in the birthday celebration of the Ooni of Ife, and there's been so much pomp and pageantry at the place. But right about now, things are not as it seems, as the cake that was baked by Peju all the way from Dubai got destroyed by an unknown person. Now, Oni has actually cut short every form of celebration just because he is not happy with what happened with the cake. And now, what has he done? He actually summoned all the Oloris and asked them to come and explain what actually happened. That if they cannot explain what happened, they are actually all going to swear to the Ifa priest of who was responsible for this mayhem. You know, one thing that people have always looked at the Oni is a lot of people think that the Oni is a weakling. A lot of people think that the Oni does not have a mind of his own. A lot of people think that because he's in love, he does not know what he's doing. But guess what? I think the Oni of Ife knows exactly what he is doing. You know, if you notice very well, during the birthday yesterday, he was just very calm and calculated. Not also forgetting, negating the fact that the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria was in attendance. But he was not happy. He was not happy because he knew what it took Peju to. Do you know what it means for you to fly a cake all the way from Dubai to Nigeria for an event? You should understand how much you're going to pay. First of all, we heard that cake runs in millions. Now, a cake that runs in millions, you can imagine what the insurance is going to look like to bring it into the country. Now, Peju passed through all of these hurdles to see that this cake came into the country. And when it came into the country and they took it to the Ooni of Ife's palace, it was still intact. And if you know the kind of storm that they faced in the air, the storm was very, very, very strong. But guess what? These people who carry this cake are core professionals. Yes, they are core professionals. So they were able to handle the cake very, very well. Now, I see no reason why you now manage to bring something down only for it to now get destroyed inside the palace. Now tell me, if you are the Ooni of Ife, how would you feel? No, 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 no. Let us look at it very well. How would you feel if you are the person to see that you brought cake all the way from Dubai? You paid for it, you paid for insurance, and it got to Nigeria. It didn't just stop in Nigeria, it got to Ile-Ife. It did not just even stop in Ile-Ife, it also got to the Ooni of Ife's palace and even took it to one of the rooms. There was a special room that was prepared for this. Now, what now happened? Inside the room where the cake was kept, suddenly, as in suddenly, cake now got destruction activation. And you think the Oni will just fold his arms and allow that happen. He has asked the Ifa priests to come and ask all the Oloris to swear. He's not even giving up. He said, anything that wants to happen, let it happen. If any of them feels that they are going to withstand the swearing, no problem, fine and good. But for him, he said he must do it. Even when some people have called him, because it was said that Naomi called and told him that he shouldn't bother asking them to swear, that swearing is not biblical. But he said no. He said that will not work, that they must swear. That anybody who can have the mind to destroy a birthday cake, such a person has the tendency to buy somebody. Yes. Such a person, my brother, can easily buy somebody and will not even feel any atom of regret. And that even reminds me, I wonder how people who buy people, how they think or how they behave. You just see somebody like this that did not do anything to you. And the best thing you can just do is to see how you want to eliminate such a person. Then people get mind sharp. Yes, people really, really have very strong mind. They will just see somebody like this and want the person off the track. Because this is exactly what has happened now. Anybody who has the temerity, the infantry, to eliminate something as precious as a cake that was meant for celebration, such a person can do and undo. So the Ooni in himself has said, as the bird has planned to fly without perching, hunters too have learned to shoot without missing. So it is now a tit for a tat something. That since they have agreed and acknowledged that as of it, the way it is right now, they don't want to allow him to have his peace in the palace. Because all of this now, they're just trying to discourage Peju. Yes, they're just trying to discourage Peju from coming into the palace. But come on, they all knew what tradition meant and is. That as an Ooni, you can marry more than one. So anybody that knows that he or she cannot stand the Ooni getting married to more women, the best thing for the person to do is to delete himself. He should delete himself. Now, the Ooni has specially asked that this cleansing exercise, this spiritual checking, should be done by all and sundry, because he wants to finally know the kind of people he's dealing with. Yes, he wants to know the people he's dealing with. He wants to understand who they are. He wants to know if he can sleep with his eyes closed. Because all these days, the Ooni has actually been sleeping with his eyes open. And for a king, that is not too correct. A king is not supposed to sleep with his eyes open. But that is exactly what has befallen our dearly beloved king, where he's always sleeping with his eyes open. So, for him to sleep with his eyes closed now, he needs to actually put into cognizance the fact that he wants to know who has been after his downfall. If they can have the mind to come and destroy something as precious as a cake that was brought in all the way from the US, from Dubai, then these people are capable of more things. And I'm not sure there's anyone on this planet Earth that will blame the Ooni for whatever decisions or actions he decides to take right now. Because this is getting out of hand. This is getting too much. And I also support the Ooni that let all those Oloris come and swear as of who is responsible for the destruction of the cake, because I know that cake cannot destroy itself. Somebody must have been responsible. All right, people, thank you so much. This is what we'll be calling it a day. If you've not subscribed to the channel, click on the subscription button, comment, like, and share. As more videos unfold, we'll be bringing them to you back to back. Thank you, and bye-bye.